Have you ever felt like life just fell apart? When everything you love, your family, your health, your home disappears in a moment? What if I told you that one man lived through it all and still refused to curse God? This is the story of Job, the man who lost everything but found something far greater. The man of God. In the land of Uz, there lived a man named Job, righteous, wealthy, and deeply faithful. He was known for his kindness, his devotion to God, and his constant prayers for his children. Job had 7 sons and 3 daughters, thousands of animals, and countless servants. He was the greatest man in the East, not just in riches, but in righteousness. But in the unseen realm, a conversation was about to change his life forever. The test begins. One day, the angels gathered before God, and among them came Satan, the accuser. God said, "Have you considered my servant Job? There is no one like him." But Satan replied, "Of course he's faithful. You've blessed him with everything. Take it away, and he'll curse you to your face." And God said, "Very well. Everything he has is in your hands, but do not lay a finger on him." In one single day, Job's world collapsed. Messengers came one after another, his oxen stolen, his servants slain, his sheep burned by fire, and his children all killed in a sudden windstorm. Job tore his robe, fell to the ground, and said, "The Lord gave, and the Lord has taken away. Blessed be the name of the Lord." Struck down. But Satan wasn't done. He returned before God and said, "Skin for skin. A man will give anything for his life." So God allowed Satan to strike Job's body, but not his life. Painful sores covered him from head to toe. He sat in ashes, scraping his wounds with broken pottery. Even his wife said, "Do you still hold fast to your integrity? Curse God and die." But Job replied, "Shall we accept good from God and not trouble?" He didn't understand why, but he refused to turn away. The silence of God. Then came his 3 friends, Eliphaz, Bildad, and Zophar. For 7 days, they sat in silence beside him, but when they spoke, they accused him. They said his suffering must be punishment for sin. Job defended himself, crying out to God, "Why do you hide your face from me?" He begged for answers, but heaven was silent. This silence was perhaps his greatest pain. The feeling that even God had turned away. God, SBAKS. Then, from the heart of the storm, God spoke. He didn't explain why Job suffered. Instead, he asked, "Where were you when I laid the foundations of the earth? Can you command the morning? Can you bind the stars in their courses?" God reminded Job not of his power to destroy, but of his infinite wisdom and control. Job realized the truth. He didn't need answers, he needed trust. And in humility, he said, "I spoke of things I did not understand, things too wonderful for me to know." Restoration. God restored Job's fortunes, twice as much as before. He gave him new sons and daughters. And Job lived to see 4 generations, but the real restoration wasn't his wealth. It was his faith, tested by fire, refined by pain, and stronger than ever. Job's story isn't just about suffering, it's about trust when there are no answers. It's about faith when God seems silent. So if your world feels like it's falling apart, remember Job. And know that even in silence, God is still there. If this story inspired you, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video to bring hope to others. Comment below, "I will trust God even in the storm."